There are several built-in arrays that we can take a peek at. We can see that when we look at the built-in arrays file here. And you can see that we can choose many that we're going to see throughout the training. Server is going to give server details. Environment is going to give environment details like you see here. It's going to give path information and things like that. The processors on the machine, the operating system. These are all values that you can actually work with. The key would be number of processors, for example, and then you would have that number returned, and you can take advantage of that if you want to. You can also see the processor information, and this is effective for many things like commercial software, for example. You can get this information based on Apache and use it as you need to based on the environment and the environment that actually is going to play a part in applications that you can design. Globals, we'll see that. Global variables are going to be put into this global array. Post and get deal with the variables that you would send from a form, for example. Cookies, for dealing with the cookies that are enabled for the user. Session information that we'll see in the session section. So you can store variables in the session that last the entire time that the user is on the website. And request would actually be the combination of post and get, so you don't have to worry about did they post the information or did they actually use the regular form get. And we'll see how to work with form processing in that particular section. For this, we'll just explain that this is a built-in array that you can use, and you can see we have all different types of information that you can deal with, and this is based on the environment right now. We could copy that and make it into the server by pasting it into the page. It's already there commented, but you can just change that. And then we simply use for each, and then we use the array that we want. This could be any array, and then we specify as, and we want the key and the value. So this is just the syntax again. Key and like an array assignment here. That's how we would reference that. And then we just echo it out. So we can change this to the server, and then we would see server information. And this is very, very key and detailed. And we can work with all this different information on the server side, but it also has some client information as well. The remote address for the user. We can find out what type of language the user is dealing with, and different aspects that we can work with. The user agent we can store to find out what type of browser the user is using, and then we can actually store that and see what type of users we're having come to our site. Port information, then we have administrative things like the server, IP address, the port that Apache's running off of, and things like that that you might need. System roots, you don't have to actually specify system root. It might be